Hello, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals. This is me back at you for another week of Supernatural, my lame-ass review for Supernatural Season 13, Episode 7, War of the Worlds. And now this was, warning, this is a Bucklemming episode, so, you know, if you didn't notice the writing style of Bucklemming, then you are probably going to start noticing a pattern. Anyway, so I I don't know, I can't help but feel like after this episode, um it just seemed a bit lacking in kind of everything. Uh it had a lot, and I think it was a little bit too much. It's just a weird. Yes, that's very descriptive, right? It was lacking in everything, but it had a lot and too much. Okay, how do I say this? It's like you're trying to jam too much of a plot and too big of a storyline, too many story arcs into one small fragmented story, and yet nobody is getting any kind of resolution, nobody's getting any kind of detail, nobody's getting any kind of character understanding or growth or development that you want. If you're writing a story, you don't want to throw in 18,000 plot lines and try to make it overly complicated and enter in all of these different new big ideas all at the exact same time. So that's kind of exactly how I felt about this episode. Was it great that we saw Cass? Awesome. Kevin is back. Friggin' fantastic. I do have a bit of a problem with Kevin's character. Not Osric Chow. Osric's awesome. Kevin's character in the other world, it's like he reverted back to the original Kevin, the uh what is it? He's the honor student, the AP student, Kevin. And in the end, when he was with the Winchesters, he was kind of badass Kevin. He was rebellious Kevin. He was kick-ass Kevin. He was so outside of the box that so many Asians, unfortunately, are forced into a role in Western culture, film, and TV. Um, that he's back to being the geek and the nerd. And while I know that was always part of Kevin's persona, I think Kevin grew a lot as a character when he was with the Winchesters. And this Kevin, it just feels like a total step backwards. If Kevin is going to become part of the show again, which I'd love to see more Osric, I'd love to see Osric back. I would like to see Kevin grow again as a character and as a person, because kind of just not liking the stereotypes that are hanging out around that the idea of Kevin. So yeah, I think that there's growth there, there's opportunity there, but I did feel like it was kind of like a slap in the face almost, because even Osric was mentioning how much he actually appreciated there was some growth with Kevin in the series and such, and just to be reverted back. I understand it's great to be back on, but yeah. Okay, so that's probably going to cause a little bit of controversy, in my opinion is my own. So they're like assholes, everybody's got one. Yeah, whether you want to take that and run with it or agree or disagree, that's up to you. I'm not forcing you to believe what I believe. That's just how I feel about it. I'm super glad Osric is back. I would just like to see, like, that Kevin had to have gone through a lot of shit in that world. I don't think he would be the uber geek that they're trying to portray. I just don't. I think that would have, those traumas that he would have experienced would have just changed a lot of his core personality. So, to try and force him back into that box when we first saw Kevin, I don't know. It just felt like a miss to me. And then there was Lucifer back. Lucifer is back, and And the funny thing is that we barely saw Mary. Where the hell did she go? What's happening to her? I bet she's gonna team up with Michael somehow, or she's gonna manipulate Michael in order to get back to the boys. But Lucifer's back. He's back at half capacity, and I don't know. He's still sassy. I don't know. Cass, I'm glad that Cass was sassing Lucifer back. Glad that Cass is back again in this episode, but I knew it wouldn't take long, one episode, to separate Cass from the guys. And yeah, he's now teaming up with Lucifer again. So at least he was sassing back. He had that confidence to do that. What else? Asmodeus, the demon. I'm still not sure I'm even into that character arc right now. It kind of seems just like a regurgitation of all of the big bads that we've already seen over and over again. So, I mean, maybe it's their way of returning to their roots, but I don't know. I mean, he could surprise me. They could surprise me with the writing. I do love the fact that kind of everybody is all coming together to get to Jack, but the angels going extinct and needing Jack to replenish them. What is that? What? And yeah, we all kind of knew that the angels would be going extinct if you've been paying attention to how many of them are dying over the couple past seasons, and the fact that they actually don't, reproduce. There's that. But what is Jack gonna do, and how is he gonna do that? Is he just gonna? I don't even want to. I don't even want to start guessing that. There was just a lot of really big ideas in this episode, none of which got the actual attention or detail that they deserved, and it just kind of, a lot of it just seemed really thrown at us. It was very quickly paced, and I don't know. It was great. We got to see Kevin and Lucifer and Cass, and there's Dean and Sam, and there's a witch, and Ketch is back, and what the hell's up with that? And if anybody's got a better opinion of the episode, feel free to write it down, or, if you liked my videos, hit like. You probably won't like this one because this is probably my least enthusiastic video. And if you really like my channel, you could always hit subscribe. I do these every week. Next week I will be doing it probably in my new home. I might be a day late because that is actually the day that I'm moving. So next Thursday is the day that I'm moving. So we'll find out if I'll be able to post this by Thursday or Friday next week. Yeah, so really, I don't even know. This is basically covering everything you've already said with your own, everything you've already seen with your own two eyes. And, I don't know. I just love the way that Dean kind of rushed to Cass's side as soon as he felt something was off with the phone call, and like, that was nice. But like I said, there's just too many storylines going on. It was too many things, not enough answers. Too many big ideas that are just thrown at you all at once. It just left me kind of feeling bad. So, anyway, I'm interested to see where this is gonna go, how it's gonna develop, and what's gonna happen. Where's Jack? Is he gonna come back and save Cass? So, what's Michael gonna do? I'm sure Michael's gonna come over with Kevin, and I'm pretty sure Mary's gonna snag a ride on that train. So it'd be cool if we saw some other characters come along with Bobby or Charlie or somebody. They would be great to come back to us. Maybe Ash or Joe or Ellen. Any of those characters would be totally welcome to come back to our world. Just saying. Yeah. So anyway, that's it for my lame ass review, from me to you, and you guys I hope you have a happy Turkey Day to all of my American followers, and to those of us who aren't American, happy Thursday. All right, guys. Have yourselves a wonderful night. I love you. See you next week. Bye. Where's the button? There it is.